A chunk. Uh, all right, what the fuck am I gonna name this? So what I wanted to talk about, so my third prompt for myself is just kind of like one sound design or production idea type of thing. Um, and I thought I would talk a little bit about uh, one of my sidechain sort of strategies I use to generate extra noise and stuff. This is Rabbitello. It's from my album. I think it's from Cobalt Room. Might be from Hot Glitch. Shit, I am so lost in time these days. I feel like the last 3 years have been forever, which is probably good aside from like some of the health challenges I had. There was a lot of pain involved. But like outside of that, silver lining is I was trapped in that excruciating pain for an extended period of time. Fuck, what do I want to name you? All right, made up words. So, I use a lot of sidechain types of grooves for different purposes, but I really like them for just sometimes like adding a little bit of floor noise or like light percussion. Sometimes I like to use them to like sort of spice up a rhythm a little bit. If I got something that's kind of slow or I want it to be a little bit more maybe like swingy or shuffly, I can add a little bit more hiccup to it. And the other thing I like is for like noise sweep types of effects. So the first time I like kind of started getting this idea was from a video I saw from Mr. Bill. And actually I'll talk about what I'm going to do here before I do it. And so he was explaining how he uses this to do some sidechain grooves for like electro sound. I think it was Mr. Bill. I might be even starting to attribute more to him at this point that I've gleaned from him. But that dude knows so many people and knows so much stuff that's kind of like it all starts to meld together. Like some of his videos, even like I learned this from my buddy so and so, you know. But so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the super basic drum beat and I'm just gonna use the sidechain groove to just spice it up a little bit. I'm also gonna chew my snacks into the microphone while we're at it. And so like if I listen to this now, it's gonna be over the other music, which is just, that's it. Just kick, snare. I'll probably tweak these drums a little bit to make them more interesting to me as we go as well. But the first thing I'm going to do is take this, since it's the drum rack that that was Rabbitello, again, from either Hot Glitch or Cobalt Room. I fucking can't remember. I'll look it back up at some point. But I don't know. That was a funny laugh. I like that my muscles don't work the way they're supposed to. Anyway. So let's get this thing going. Like I said, just super basic. Hold up, let me take this decay down just a hair. Oh, that's the wrong one. I mean, that's nice too. But I like shorter decays for what I'm gonna use this for right here. But so, what we do is we can take this track that this is what I'm gonna sidechain from is that drum output signal that's coming through, and I can do it in the various forms. But if I take this drop down in Ableton and then grab that drum rack as it's in, and I'll turn that on in a minute. Right now it's off, just while I get some stuff set up. But then I can choose to how I want it to come through. I can pick just certain chains out of that track, or I can say, you know, pre-effects. So this is just what the MIDI synthesizer is putting out of that drum racks going straight into here before any of the additional effects. I don't have any effects on that channel, but then if I add more effects later, it won't use those. And so I could do my own effects in this chain if I wanted to do it that way. Sometimes I like to have, I'm going to actually do post effects this time. And then I'll use post effects if I want to be able to use this fader at anytime I want, regardless of where this fader is. And if I want them to be connected so that every time this goes down also, then I'll do it as post mixer. And so like the reason I might do the other one is if I'm just using this for like background or some kind of support noise. And so when this isn't going, I don't want the support noise. And when it is, I do, I might do post mixer. And so the way that it was explained in this Mr. Bill video that I was talking about, I should try and find this if I watch. I'm gonna say Mr. Bill like a billion times and then finally find the video I was thinking of. It's gonna be someone different, but hopefully it's Mr. Bill. And so, but it was like, first thing is you want to smear, is what he called it. We want to create sort of this noise, there's two ways to do it to get that sort of smeared noise that like is with time effects. Reverb is good for this. Actually, I'm gonna let's grab a raw. I'm gonna actually just ditch some of this pretty shortly because it's not all of what I want, but I want to kind of show where I started with from this idea before getting to where I'm gonna show with this drum kit here. And so I'll turn this on so the information comes through. You know, let's do this. Get that back. Oh, I don't have this on right now. Oh, I have it all the way down anyway. That's good. So, you know, maybe something like that. I usually don't use a lot of the delay for this right here, but I'm gonna see what I can sort of recreate from, and then, you know, get that nice noise, that white noise at the end is what I'm going for right now, but you can kind of go for sort of, and do like higher stuff like that and come back like this. And then would like introduce a gate, you know, so you might get something like this. I'm just use one of the presets on it. So now we got all this stuff with some delay on there. This creates this nice little extra sort of white noise groove behind it. But anyway, so if you take this idea, we can do it a little bit more discreetly by syncing up. We could even, you know, use unsynced time if we wanted to, but I'm not gonna. I guess I'll keep this out there for now. And get rid of this. Let's go back to synced. And one thing I like to do with this to start, so like watch, if I just take this off, they just go at the same time. So all I've done is just basically doubled it. I have the filter on still. Actually, I'm going to turn the filter off. So now I've just doubled it. So then if I want, what I'll do is say like, well, what if I just want to add every other beat? Then I can just do that and then I'll turn up to full. So this one's only given the delayed beat, and this is given the original. So that adds a little bit more to it. I could add a full beat. I could just basically double the whole thing because of how it's set up right now. That's a silly way to do that though. So I usually like to create some kind of like, you know, hiccup in here, maybe something like this. And then sometimes I'll automate some of this stuff too to sort of make it a little bit funkier, but let's just get sort of some of this set up first. So I like to do just 100% delay first, just to push sort of this extra voice, this extra copy of it, but time shift it over a little bit. And then I'll use another delay to basically do some doubling and shuffle type stuff. So this is adding more of that beat now, such as this. Right now it's just those doubles. And we can go to here. Let's do maybe something like this. Here? No, here. Let's try this. I don't think I want that filter on that either. I didn't mean to have the time modulated so much. Let's bring this down a bit. I do want it modulated now. I don't think so much. That'll get it even a little bit funkier that way. And then if you want, you can add some more like. And so that's just the sidechain with just the delays in there and stuff. And then usually what I like to do is start making it a little bit more complicated. You know, you can like, we can put a gate in there if we want. I like to like kind of get the gate a little bit more like a little more synced when I'm doing these drum chain things. So like one of the ways I'll do that is I'll pull up a little LFO modulator here. It's just an FX modulator. This is where it's available to me via Ableton, but you can do it. It's sort of cooler ways with like in FL Studio. I remember it's one thing I still like better about FL Studio, but I got what I need, so I'm not gonna complain. But is the way those automation lanes worked out with the LFOs was, I just thought it was a neater setup. I don't know that it's necessary, it's just like my one thing. So this particular LFO has a binary setting, which is binary probability on or off. And then you can set it so like say every 8th note, it just pulls a sample from, you know, a random number generator and has it, you know, associated with either on or off for this. So it goes to 100 or to 0, or I can adjust the upper and lower bounds if I want. So I'll use this to automate like which parts of the beat we're hearing. So like maybe I go, that one's at 50. So 50's got a little bit more of it. 100's just got like just the extras, and maybe I pop that in there. So there's like with that, or that's just left on. Oh, you know, that one on 50 there. That was what I had before. So it's a more complex groove than it was before. Slim, what's up, homie? How you doing? But it's all pretty static. It's just the same thing every measure for the most part. Whereas this now, it's a little bit more shuffled, got a little bit more syncopation to it. And so then we could like work with that. And so I like to do stuff like this to give me some sort of different options between these anyway. Like a lot of times I'll still have more of a drum rack going on with stuff like that. Fuck it, while I'm here, let's throw on, build a patch or something to go with this. I was playing with this meld the other day, and some of the sounds that pop right out of it were fun. Let's go to Square Sync. Can I turn you off quick? Hell yeah. Let's do that. Alright, let's change. Oh, okay. I see how this is set up. I wasn't paying much attention this last time I was using this. Oh shit. Check it. I'm gonna read this bigger so I can see it better. You know, my thing is to, well, I guess it depends too on like what you want to get out of it. Like I usually don't start with drums just because it's not what I'm most interested in. But like if I'm just like, I just want to make noise. Well, and I guess part of the reason why I started with drums is just because I wanted to talk about drums. But like, I don't know, sometimes I just like to throw a bass and a kick in, or like a kick in a snare or a kick in a clap just to give me like sort of an audible way of hearing the rhythm besides like a metronome. But yeah, like if I just want a percussion track for a beat, for just that, where I don't want to have like, melody or something, then of course I'm gonna start with percussion, right? But like I can see how too you can let it get in the way of how you're writing your melodies if that's what you're going for, because especially if like you're sort of like having your notes for your melody and the rhythm of the melody sort of like competing with the rhythm of your drums, then I can see why that could be like a thing. Or like if people think they build songs too much around kick drums or something. Was that the right one? Yeah, with that one. But I want that one like that. Ooh, this should be fun. Let's do this. All right, yeah, let's see this shit now. Make these a little bit shorter envelopes, maybe. I think I want to do something similar with this now. Just get a little bit delay on just the high frequencies there. And I'm gonna make it pseudo random too. Let's see. Grab you. Oops. What did I do? Oh, that's not what I meant to do. That's why. Wait, do I even want to do like what am I doing? I don't want to do this. I'm just gonna do this. I think I want to, you know what, let's grab that LFO again. Because of utility, maybe. No. I just can't make up my mind what I want to do with you. Wait, no! God damn it. Deleted the wrong thing. Alright, what was I doing with you? I think I'm gonna add some glitch up there somewhere on the side where might do it in that side chain. Yeah, I'm gonna run with that and then play with this percussion for a little bit, make some more noise out of here. Let's see. Let's just do it in here. I'll probably just use the dry wet eventually. I like this thing. It's relatively, I mean, you should look and see where they're at these days. If they've done a glitch 3 or something. It's been a while since I've been on their site, but let's see, let's go back here. Like a robot which works in a sports complex. Yeah, especially with that patch. You'd see it like dancing during like halftime or some kind of intermission. Oh yeah, you. Would you like there maybe? So part of the problem is when these reverses come, it creates a whole bunch of low frequency noise that can cause a lot of AM issues. I like to get a little bit of high pass on here if I'm using the reverse on this. One is just nice because the way I'm gonna mix this in to just get a little bit less of, like, it's just noisier down here than it is over here, at least right now. Let's see, let's do you like in here somewhere. Oh, you know what? That's part of my problem. Let's do you at like 4. Alright, now we're gonna get the fun in here. Let's put some LFOs on this, make it real chaotic. Get a stray in there. Let's see, got depth, bit, FM attack and release. Trying to think of how many. I won't do much, if anything, with that bit, or yeah, with the bit depths. It's 2, 3, 4. Let's just do 2 of these. Do one like that, and we'll do one wander. If it lets me. You let me push things? No? That's cool. Oh no, we're just not doing anything right now, are we? Is this like somehow in the way? Where was I? Here. Oh, thought about it for a second. Okay. Let me open that. Sometimes these little LFO things give me trouble. I can't remember if they're like explicitly enabled in thing, like from native, or if they're Oh wait, no, I was in here. Yeah. Um. No, you're still gonna be like that? What the fuck, man? I don't understand why. Okay, now you're gonna work. It's so weird. I wonder if there's something going on with my mouse. Mouse, are you broken? Talk to me, mouse. Talk to me, mouse. I don't think it's gonna talk to me. Okay, let's work with this. Let's put you on frequency. It's gonna be super messy for a minute because these ranges are kind of silly. Actually, no. Hold up. Let's put you here. Is the faster one? No. Wait, which one's the slower one? This is glider. That's the slower one. My bad. Go back here. I want you here. Wait, hold on. Let's do that. Try that again. There we go. 83 and 2. Let's see. The FM depth, I don't want very high. Like maybe 55 and 40. Let's. Okay. Try again. 55 and 45 to start. All right, more noise. Let's switch the order here. Doesn't need so much extra of the kick sounds coming through there. All right, let's see what this kick looks like. Call me gay. And I wanted to see what the EQ looked like. How about don't swap though? sounds like a heartbeat now. Is this in stereo when it comes out? No, you have to add it in. Right. That's good news. Wait, you want those still on. Strings. Let's see what I got. Sounds fun in those regards. I don't know if my brain is moving that direction right now. That's a great idea. You know what you could do if it didn't? If you were interested, let me know. I can send you whatever this ends up as by the time it's done. I like some of this extra noise in here too. I'd probably like fade this out more often. Actually, you know what? Let's create a little bit of a shift to this anyway. Right, I'm gonna automate some of this shit a little bit better so it's more. Wait, what was I distracting myself with last? Oh, I was trying to fix these, just get these a little bit tighter. This stuff looks nicer coming out of here for those side chains. Not terrible. Okay, I want a little bit of maybe some redux on this. Yeah, I like it dirtier. This works for me. I don't know what I'm doing with this outside of this. I was just like, okay, that's how I do my side chains on for percussion rhythm. You can do all kinds of funky shit in there. I just like to make a lot of noise out of it afterwards. I figure out something more about this. You know what? I wonder. Let me try this. Let me see, getting you up here. Actually, maybe just preset. What do you got in here? Presets? Where are we at right now? Oh, it's because that's slow. I was like, why can't you hear? Looking loud though. This sounds more like horns almost. This is more what I was thinking. I think one of these is resetting funny. No, maybe. Bring some of that down. I think my keys on this one's just getting all. Oh, I know what it is. God damn it. Okay. I'll mess with that more in a second, but I want to do this so it stops. This There's a weird beating in there with the rest of the mix. I also kind of want it thinner. I'm gonna throw like just some high pass on there. Actually, let's do this. High pass with auto, so just modulations there. I want it. That's as low as that goes. That's okay. I can live with that. Let's bring you up. All right, let's do this. That's not what I meant to do with it, but there's just like fun accidental noise on there. I'm gonna do 2 of these. Alright, let's get... Hold on. Buffers are full. I got delay buffers full of loud noises. There we go. That way. Yeah, like that. I'm gonna do both right now, but let's see. I don't want to do you. I want to do like this. You're gonna go there, but I want this there. You have. Or what if I'm gonna do it like that? Be too much for a minute. Full output, just lower. I don't want to do it. Yeah, let's just do this. I'm scrolling. Oh shit! I missed that one too. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. I want to shoot me an email. Or actually, yo, if you can throw your email in the chat, can grab it through here. Yeah, I can copy paste through chat on this side. So if you feel comfortable doing that, you can do that too, and I'll grab your. I don't know if that's annoying. You can email me if you prefer. It's just amateurcrastinator, like the .com, but it's at gmail.com. And that way I'll have it, and I can send you a copy of this. Let's see. I don't do this thing. I'll just render it as stems. I wonder how messy it'll be on automatic. But then you'll just have fucking samples to work with. You can do whatever you want. Yeah, I think this keeps some of those in. You know what? Let's bring that feedback back some. Doesn't need to be so high. And then let's bring this back down. Where were you? This one. That'll just give me more of that delay send too. There. And I think these should just tail out from there. See what they do. Let's do This way. Why? Oh, because I stopped in the middle. I was like, why is that not lining up? Right, let's go from right here. I heard this sounds like. Fun. Cool. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna render this shit then. After I log off, stop it. Don't do that. So I just took a super fucking basic drum beat there and then use that sidechain shit. It's sidechain shit. Did a little sidechain group here with the from the output of this drum rack, and then just added all these effects to give it a whole bunch more texture and color, make it more interesting. A little bit of animation or automation to clean some stuff up. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up for now, and then I'll be back this evening for the Noise Kitchen. But I may see Amateur Crastinator. You can find out more about my music at amateurcrastinator.com. Like I said, I'll be back this evening. My wide release is streaming all the places. Here on YouTube, I always appreciate when you hit the subscribe and like and drop some comments. And Slim, thank you for showing up in chat. I was like hanging out and hearing from you. I appreciate you stopping by. And yeah, if you get a chance, shoot me an email and I'll make sure I send this over to you after I render it. But I think that's about it. So everyone have a nice day, and I'll see you this evening.